everyone, thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are doing a quick pick a card reading. It's a yes or no to whatever question you have. And so we have 4 piles over here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take your pick and I will see you at your pile. Okay, so for number 1, here's are your cards. So for the lenormand cards, we got the key, the ring, and the house. So today when I was drawing the cards, all of the cards, if it's a good card, like intuitively when you see the card, it gives you a good feeling, it means it's a yes. Okay, so if it has like a bad negative feeling to it, then it's more towards a no. Okay, so here we got the Queen of Wands. So upright or not, reverse or not, it doesn't matter. It's just the feeling of the card. Okay, and then over here we have the unlikely, which is kind of weird because over here from the lenormand cards we get key is a positive card, ring is definitely a positive card, and then house is more of a neutral card. So we have more positive card over here, so I would say it's a yes for sure. And Queen of Wands is full of passion, very, very stable but yet passionate person, so I would say this is also a yes card. And so unlikely, let's get some clarifier with this one, what it means by that. So if we get a good card, then we'll interpret this a little bit differently. Okay, so we got this one flipped out. Romance. So I would say, okay, for whoever chose pile number 1, I would say, like, because we got this one as a clarifier for this, probably if your question is in regards to romance or any area of your life, okay, it's a yes, especially the romance section of your life. Okay, because we got the engagement, we got the key, we got the house, which is the stability, we got the passion, everything. And over here we have the unlikely. I would say, for example, maybe if you are having some negative thoughts, it's telling you to not think about that, or if it's not in regards to romance, maybe there are things that you need to look out a little bit, because sometimes some things might look really good to be true, but it is a very positive thing, but maybe there's some little things that you need to look out for. Okay, and I feel like that is what this unlikely card means. So for pile number 1, your whatever question, whether it's career, finance, love, it's a yes. All right, it's definitely a yes for pile number 1, people. It's just that other area, if you have questions about areas other than your romance, it's just there might be some things that you need to look out for, but it's whatever you wanted to do, go ahead and do it. It's a yes. Okay, all right, so I will see you. Don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel, and if you want to share with me whatever you want to, how this reading resonate with you, leave in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, so for pile number 2, again, I'm going to explain today the cards, whether it's upright or not, it doesn't matter. It's the sense, like the feeling you get from the card. If it gives you a good feeling of the card, it's a yes. If the card gives you a bad vibe, it's a no. Okay, so we got the dog, which is a positive card. Lady is actually a neutral card, and then over here we have the mountain, which is usually a negative card. Okay, it's about obstacles. We have the Justice. See, for me, Justice will be kind of like a good card, like neutral, leaning towards good in a way, but it could also be bad. I feel like it's more like in the middle, up in the air. Over here we have communicate clearly. So I feel for number 2 people, it's not a definite yes. It is leaning towards yes, okay? However, there's going to be a lot of obstacles. So if you're thinking is it a no? It's not a definite no, but it's not a definite yes. It's leaning, it's kind of in the middle. Some justice needs to be served, okay? And perhaps it's also, because Justice card reminds me of Libra, okay? And I think it is governed, it is representing Libra with this card. And so Libra is all about it's the air sign, so it's about thinking thoughts and talking, and which is over here we have communicate clearly. And so I feel like for number 2 right now, maybe you're a little bit confused. You need to talk to someone or communicate what you wanted clearly. And then if there's some things that need to be worked out, you want to make the fairest judgment, okay? But I mean, we got the dog, which is a really good loyal card, okay? So nobody's gonna like betray you or anything. It's just that whatever you're asking right now, it's gonna take a lot of work, an obstacle, and I feel like you might feel like giving up. So maybe you're hoping for a no, but if you were able to actually get through it, and some kind of a justice will be served, and you do have the loyalty on your side, it's just going to be a lot of work, okay? So I can understand if you want to give up, but it's a yes, but with a lot of work. And if you want to give up, it's understandable because of how much work you have to put in. And it's not going to be an easy yes for pile number 2. And that's the feeling I get from looking at the card over here. And I don't really feel like it needs a clarifier or anything, because it's pretty clear that you just have to communicate clearly, get your balance of the pros and cons of the situation. If it's so much work that you can't handle, maybe it is a good idea to give up on whatever you're asking. But if you feel like it is worth going through, and if you can actually communicate clearly what you wanted, it is actually going to be pretty beneficial. Just know that there is going to be a lot of obstacles, okay? So that's what I see for pile number 2. And if you have anything that you would like to share with me in the comment section below, you can feel free to do that. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, so for pile number 3, I will reiterate, it doesn't matter today if the card is upright or reversed or something. Lenormand, we don't read reversals anyways, but it's more like if the card gives you a good vibe, it's a yes. If the card gives you a bad vibe, or Lenormand cards in particular, there's neutral, good, positive, and negative cards. So if it's a positive card, it's a yes. Negative card, it's a no, okay? So for Lenormands, we got Scythe, we have House, and we have the Cross. So the Scythe is a negative card, Cross is a negative card, and the House is a neutral card, okay? Over here we have the 4 of Wands, and it's always associated with a good vibe card. Twin flame, some people refer it to, wedding, ceremony, coming together, stability, associated with this card. So it's a yes for this card. But then over here we have it's up to you. So immediately there are some mixed messages over here. For the Lenormand cards, I would definitely say it's a no, because even though we have the House as a neutral card, we have 2 negative cards right here, so it's a no, okay? However, we do have this 4 of Wands, which is kind of very interesting for me to see that. So I think we will do a little clarifier over here, because also over here this card, it doesn't really give us a really good clear answer, right? Because it means it's up to you, so it could be like whatever, which I guess you came to here to find an answer, and this one is not really giving you any answer. So we'll get a clarifier about this one. But over here it's a no right now, and then we have a yes over here. So it's like a maybe, kind of like the House card, which is the neutral card. To me, it would be like a maybe, right? And this is kind of like a maybe. It's a yes or no, 50-50 chance. So I feel like for number 3 people right now, it seems like it's more like maybe but towards a no, because we do have the scythe, which is cutting it short, and a lot of like burden and cross, it's just burden and knowledge and obstacles to me. Okay, so it's a no right now for pile number 3, but I'll do a clarifier for this one. Oh, this card just flew out. Death. So this is the clarifier for this, and since we got the death card, usually it's not associated with a good feeling, so I would definitely say it's a no as well. But however, death represents transformation. So what I'm getting over here for pile number 3, if you want a clear answer, yes or no, I would say it's a no, just because we have this death card representing this, clarifying this, and then 2 negative cards over here. It's up to you still. At the end of the day, you still make the final decision, but if you want yes or no, it's a no. And the reason over here, this is what I feel like, okay? For pile number 3, this card, the 4 of Wands, is an amazing card. Very, very awesome card. But we got the death to clarify it. And I feel like that's what it's saying, is that you have to go through some transformation, okay? You have to end some things that is no longer serving you. And by doing that, okay, you will get the stability, the ceremonious, celebrating vibe after, and you might meet the person that you're supposed to meet, okay? If you're talking about romance, and if it's job or money related, maybe you will find the thing that you're most passionate about that will provide you the most stability and happiness, okay? But it needs to go through some transformation right now, and I feel like for pile number 3 people, whatever you're asking, it's a no, but it's a good thing, because something good is going to happen once you say no to this thing that is no longer serving you, and it's giving you a lot of burden. And I think what you look for is over here is the house also means stability, so I think you're looking for stability, but whatever you're doing right now is not giving you that. And so because it's not giving you what you wanted, perhaps ending it, okay, which brings you new transformation, new ways of thinking, and it will give you more positive outcome, okay, for your future. But at the end of the day, this is just in a suggestion. It's still up to you, okay? So let me know how this resonates with you for pile number 3 in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. And finally, we have pile number 4. So as I was saying to all of the piles, if the card gives you a good vibe, it is a yes card. If it gives you a negative vibe when you see it, it's a no. And for lenormand cards, positive cards means yes, negative cards will be a no, neutral cards will be a maybe, okay? So over here, yep, you saw that one. Okay, we got the fox, got the birds, and then we have the crossroad. Okay, so the crossroad is actually a neutral card. The birds is also a neutral card. The fox is the only one that is a negative card. Okay, so over here it's more like neutral in between. Right now it's like a maybe for number 4, but leaning towards a no. And then over here we have a no card. Okay, the reason, so this is a no card. For all the other piles, you'll see that we only have 1 tarot card, but for pile number 4, I actually drew another card because this one flew out. So I actually saw what this card is, which is a no, and I don't want to be biased and say pile number 4 is a no. So I actually drew another card, and I didn't know what this card is until now. I flip it over, and it's amazing because it's a card that is not in a normal tarot deck, 78 tarot deck. This is an extra card. This deck has 4 extra cards, and this is one of the extra cards, so it doesn't have any description. It's up to me to determine if this is a good card or a bad card, okay? And I think it's hilarious because this card over here, I when I look at this, I associate more with this little person and then having this person behind you guarding the person. And so I still feel like this definitely gave me a good vibe. So it's like a yes card, but there's some messages to be taken from this card, for which we will get to. And lastly, over here is the trust card. And I would say trust is a yes card, okay? But from all the cards over here right now, it's leaning towards a no, because we got 2 negative card, 2 positive cards, and then 2 maybe cards, okay? For pile number 4, your situation sounds very complicated. I think there are choices to be made right now, 2 choices, the crossroad, and then over here we have the birds, which is 2 choices as well. The fox, it could represent a third party, could represent somebody that's conniving. It could also represent work as well. So over here we got 3 of swords. Usually it's associated with heartbreak. So if you're asking about romance, it's a lot of heartbreak, and I think there's a lot of choices that need to be made about your romance life. But even like other areas, I feel like maybe money or career wise, there are some heartbreak, or maybe you put in a lot of effort and you're not getting back what you're putting in, so you feel like heartbroken. But over here is telling you to trust that everything is going to be fine, everything's going to be okay, which kind of represents over here, because we got this person behind this little person right here, giving them a little support and a little tap, right? It's almost like guarding this person and telling them everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be fine, which is kind of like this, having that person behind this person giving you a little support, and everything's going to be okay. And so that's what I get. So since it's almost like it could go either way, because we got 2 of each, this is really prominent. I almost want to say for number 4, it's a no, okay, just because of this heartbroken 3 of sword card. But let's just clarify it a little bit. And if we get one more card that is a positive card, it will shift. It will tip the pile number 4 reading to a positive ending. However, if we get a neutral card, then it's really up in the air. Or if we get like a negative feeling card, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to use this deck to see if we have a positive card flying out. Okay, we got two cards flying out. One is the Tower and one is the High Priestess. Tower, we know a lot of people associated with the bad. It's like shaking foundation, 2 people falling out of the car. The Tower, it kind of came out in reverse, although we're not doing any reversal readings today. Reversals, the Tower, I don't know, still have that same kind of feeling, right? Because the lightning and throwing people out. It's leaning towards a no. High Priestess, see, I have a feeling High Priestess is all about mystery. So for pile number 4 people, whatever you're asking, this almost give me this kind of like vibe of like someone helping you, guiding you, a mysterious force, okay, behind the scene, doing its magical tricks, okay. So I still have a feeling it is leaning towards a no, okay, for pile number 4 people. But everything seems like it's happening for a reason, and you just have to trust that whether you decide to go with whatever you're asking right now or giving up whatever you're asking right now, it's going to work out. Everything's going to be okay. So for pile number 4 people, really, it's more like up to you in some ways. It's a decision that you have to make, and there's going to be a lot of heartbreaks, okay? A lot of I don't want to say it's going to be unhappy, but there is going to be some sadness, okay? whether you become something, because for pile number 3 we got the death card, okay, for the clarifier. That means there's transformation, something better is going to come. Over here we don't know if it's going to get better or worse. The card doesn't really give you that sense whether it's going to be better or worse. It's just telling you to trust everything is going to work out the way that it should, okay? Whether it's a happy ending or a bad ending, we don't know. It's for pile number 4, it really is. That's how I feel. So let's draw one last card, okay? Just because pile number 4, it just seems really complicated. I feel like for pile number 4 people, you are at a really major intersection, major thing that's going to affect your life. Because look at the 2 card that fell out, they're both major arcana cards, okay? You're going through a major change in your life right now, for sure. And whatever your decision is going to change you to a different person. And we're going to get one final clarifier seeing what if it's a positive ending. Just so it's, give you a little bit more there. Look for a sign. All right. I think for pile number 4 people, it is very mysterious. We got look for a sign. We got the High Priestess and trust. It really is not telling you. This is almost like that too. Having somebody holding this person, supporting this person. It's like, look for a sign. There's somebody that's helping you, guarding you, looking after you, and everything's going to be okay. And whether you choose yes or no, it's really up to you. And whether it's a yes or no, there is going to be sadness and some broken hearts. And it's really going to shake up your whole entire life's beliefs and foundations. But it is for your higher good. And you will come out. I have a feeling you will come out a different person with a different perspective. Okay, because over here is the crossroad. You're going in, splitting into something. And everything is going to be okay for pile number 4. And if you're looking for, I know this is a yes or no reading. If you want me to give you a yes or no based on the cards, it's more like a no. However, you're being protected. Okay, it's more like a no. I really have like this maybe feeling, maybe, and it's leaning towards a no. But everything is very, very mysterious for pile number 4 people. And I feel like for pile number 4 people, your life is very mysteriously guided, okay? And every time something that you think that is not going to work out is miraculously worked out in your favor. And sometimes when you feel like everything is going to work out in your favor, it doesn't. And I feel like that's why we're getting this spread that is not giving you a definite answer, because there's something to be learned from this experience right now. Okay, so just let me know how this resonates with you, if it explains your story. And I'm very curious what pile number 4 people are asking about, because I have a feeling it's about romance, and because that is the hardest thing to make a decision on. But yeah, let me know if it's, what your situation is like for this one, pile number 4. I'm very curious. Personally, I actually picked out number 4 as well. So it's very interesting that it's not giving us any yes or no, definite yes or no, but maybe more towards a no. But that we're protected and guided, and something is to be learned, and something will work out eventually, and in a good way. Right? And so don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.